Hello everybody and a very good afternoon. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. We are back for the next instalment of your Monday. Bit of a rejig Monday. Very exciting, particularly for our UK viewers because our warehouse is back open, brand spanking new, all up to date. Super excited for our UK viewers so you can get shopping once again. Big day as well as far as the shows are concerned. Now if you're watching right now and you're thinking, hang on a minute, Monday Makers at 2, what's going on here? 6 o'clock normally Monday Makers. We've scooched this back into this 2-hour slot. We've got some great items coming up for you because later on we've got a masterclass all about the Gemini 2. We've got some fantastic news as far as that is concerned, plus your opportunity later on to get your hands on those accessories, the different size plates, the turntable, the magnetic stand. It is all coming up for you later on. Now, during the show, Debbie is going to be here, of course, to take you through things like the deep border dies. We've got the quirky sentiments coming up for you, some fantastic Monday mega deals. We had 5, now only 4, because the glitter pens sold out during wake-up call, so it is a busy, busy day. However, we're getting very excited about this show later. The masterclass show, all about the Gemini 2. So we thought what it might be quite nice to do to kickstart Monday Makers is to invite in the lady who's going to be taking us through everything as far as the Gemini 2 is concerned, and that lady is the one and only Sarah. How exciting is today?
Oh, I know. I've kind of accosted Debbie Shaw for kind of 10 minutes at the beginning just to tell you all exactly what you can be expecting coming up in the show at 6 o'clock tonight. So I have been told that there's a lot of you who haven't even been waiting for the show. You've been up early, you've been on the phones, you've been waiting to see exactly what's going on. Now, I'm just going to give you a full update on exactly where we're at, okay? So thank you so much to all of our UK viewers in particular who were so patient with us all the way through the week last week. I hope you enjoyed the amazing lineup of shows we brought. And obviously our UK warehouse has been completely closed for the whole week. Well, good news is everything was sorted. We're back open and running. The new systems are in place and we're switched on at 9:30 this morning. So all day the team have been getting to grips with the new system, learning everything. We're getting everything together, ready for the big show that I've got for you tonight, okay? So all I would say is our big fulfillment centre here is open, is ready to go, and we have been dispatching orders. As of about 3 hours ago, the first orders came through the line and off the systems. That's brilliant, okay? Now, what I will tell you is tonight's show is going to be mega. And I'm saying tonight, I know those of you watching across America, it's going to be morning for you guys. But it's a really big show because there are thousands of you now all around the world who have your G2s, right? I've been watching all of your updates on Facebook, on social media. Thousands and thousands of you have your machine and you've been using it and you're ready armed with tons of questions. Now, whatever questions you guys have got, I want you to get all of those ready. Now, Ben is going to be my gatekeeper for the day.
Oh, I like that.
So you can send all of your questions through. You can send them in this show and Ben will get them ready. We'll prepare between the two shows so that I can answer all of your questions, whatever it is. Maybe it's not questions. Maybe you've got some hints and tips and you want to tell everybody else, here's how I've been using my machine. Here's what I've been doing with it. We can have that live for you and give those hints and tips and share the ideas and answer any questions live during the show tonight. That's the first thing that's going to be happening, okay? Then, big news, the shipment that has just arrived and been unloaded in our warehouse literally as we speak. So I think you were giving everybody updates this morning, weren't you, Ben, on the shipment?
Pretty much. Lorries arrived, doors opened on the lorry, unpacking the stuff on the lorry.
You were not in that much detail, surely. All I were getting the stock loaded onto our NetSuite system, everything, literally ready to go. So here's what's going to happen, right? The stock has been loaded through to our big systems called NetSuite, okay? It gets loaded through onto our system. As soon as it's live on our system, you're ready to go. You can come and get in. Now, not only are we going to have a limited quantity of our Gemini 2s available from this shipment that's been unloaded as we speak, but more importantly than that, guys, you've been waiting for it, okay? We are here. We've got the brand new plates and I'm going to be putting them through their paces. I'm going to be explaining what's different about them, why they perform differently, how the lifetime testing on these has been done, what the performance, why they're opaque. We're going to cover all of that in the show this evening, okay? But the good news is we've got the bundle. of the big plates. Do we have the details that we can flash up on the screen? They're not live on the system yet, guys, but I'm going to ask producer Johnny if we can get the details so that you can at least make a note of the number, okay? So there is our 9x12. Now that is going to give you 2 of the brand new, so these are the plates that everyone's talking about. These white plates, these are the ones that everyone has been looking for, and I'll be really honest and tell you guys, we have 500 sets of the plates, okay? You can get these plates individually.
Yep.
However, we have a bundle with a 10% saving, which has your clear plates, it has your new fantastic embossing mat. This is the one that's had a 10 times improvement on the plate. We're going to talk about that. We've also got the metal plate, we've got our magnetic shim on there, okay? So this is the full set of the Gemini plates. Now, we've got the large set of plates, and then I'm going to see if George can give us the details of the small ones.
Here we go.
This is what you're waiting for. Now, I'm just going to manage expectations again. You can't order these right now. These are not live on the system. The system is literally updating over the course of the afternoon. As soon as they are live, we will let you know. But we have the full-size set of the small plates with a 10% saving that you can use your club discount on top of. Any questions you've got about the plates, guys, send them through to Ben, and I'll be able to take them live in the show later this afternoon.
I'm really excited about this. Do fire in those questions as well, and like we said, we will keep you bang up to date with when the system updates and when you can get your hands on all of these goodies. The brand new plates, which we're really super excited about, and Sarah, not forgetting the fact that a lot of people, well, everybody excited about the fact that we can grab hold of our magnetic stand, and also that turntable is going to be available as well, isn't it?
Yes, so I'll pop the details up on the screen for the turntable, okay? Now, during the show later tonight, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to fit the turntable and take the turntable off. Now, in the US, when we launched on HSN decided they wanted the turntable fitting to every one of the Gemini. So if you bought yours in the US, those 4 spaces here, your turntable will already be attached in, okay? So your turntable will be attached. I'm going to show you how to then remove your turntable if you want to use the glide feet.
These are great.
Now, each to their own. When we dealt with QVC here in the UK, the QVC guys, they actually thought most people would want to use this with the glide feet, but they wanted to offer the customers the option. So they included your turntable, but not pre-fitted to the machine. So I'm going to teach you how to pre-fit it. Now, if you are ordering the machine from us today, or you ordered it when we first launched our shipment 2 weeks ago, we now have that turntable available. So chances are today, you might be wanting to get the turntable, you might be wanting to get the set of small plates so that you can do that, and I'll be using them later on in the show. You might be wanting to buy another set of the large plates. I promise, write down all the numbers now, we will have them all available for you later in the show, and I can troubleshoot and take any questions that you want, okay? But the great thing is, it's all about the education and learning how to get the most from the machine, how to use it. I want to hear from you. If you at home have got your Gemini machine, I've seen so many comments on Facebook, in the Facebook groups that we've got, in the Gemini Club, people are showing pictures of, here's how I've got mine. I saw a lovely personalised one this weekend.
Oh yeah.
It was one of Claire's. It looked absolutely amazing. If you've got pictures, guys, if you want your Gemini 2 featuring on the show tonight, get your pictures emailed in, okay? So we're going to pop the details, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Get your pictures emailed in to us, and we'll feature them on the show later tonight. Now, I just want to speak directly to those of you who have not yet ordered your Gemini 2, okay? Because if today is the day and you are getting the Gemini 2, there's one extra thing I'm going to urge you to do, because we have a really special offer. Now, Leanne had this offer when she launched, didn't you guys? Can you remember seeing it, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Leanne had this when she launched, and it was, if you bought the Gemini right here today, we have this amazing collection with £250 worth of stuff. That is a half price bundle. Now, every one of you are welcome to buy the £250 bundle at half price. So here it is. I'll pop the details up on the screen. It's £250 half price at £125, or it's $300 half price at $150. Now, here's the kicker, okay? If you order the Gemini 2 today, you order it today, this becomes your bonus buy. Now, the bonus buy, whatever the bonus buy in the show is if you buy the main item, you become eligible to get that at half price. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's already half price.
Yeah.
No, you get half of this price. So you take that 125 down to 70, oh no, I can't do the math, 67.50.
67.50.
67.50, you take it down to 67.50, or it's going to be at £75.
Yeah.
And you are eligible to check in your club discount on top of that. So we'll talk about all that later in the show, but I had to give everybody the heads up. Make sure you're tuning in. 4 hours time, guys. Be here or be square.
That is exactly right. And the everything bundle we will potentially delve into a little bit later on. I haven't been given the brief to do that, but if you do want to see exactly what's in it, we will be looking into that a little bit later on for you. And like Sarah said, more than anything, let's make this masterclass nice and interactive. Any questions you've got, if there's a burning question that you want to ask, which is kind of stopping you from picking up your Gemini 2, ask it. Get those in. And also, let's have your testimonials as well. If you've already got a Gemini 2, tell everybody why you love using yours, why it's the best machine you've ever owned, and why other people, if they haven't yet got the Gemini 2, why they need to get their hands on it. Do send those in. We'll read those out. We'll get the questions as well, and we'll make it a really interactive 2 hours this afternoon from 1 o'clock this afternoon, of course, Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Make sure you come and join us. And like Sarah said, if you're picking up the Gemini 2 for the first time today as well, get this everything bundle at half the price. It's incredible, and we will dive and delve into that a little bit later on. Loads of you already in saying hello. We'll mention a few names in just a second, but Sarah, we just want to have a quick look at the we're going to have a look at the plate bundles as well, and the machine. We're going to have a look at the machine, just a quick look at it, yeah?
Yeah, so what I can do is I can walk you through. So, for a lot of people, it's if today is the first day you're seeing the G2, that's what we've nicknamed it, guys, the G2. Okay, let me walk you through what is different, what is new, what are the enhanced features that we're talking about here, okay? So first of all, it's got a fantastic small footprint that will really, it's just going to look sleek and sexy on the table, Ben, and it's going to take up that really fantastic small size. Now, notice how I'm able to move this around the table easily.
Yeah.
That's because it's got these brand new glide feet. Now, Leanne was very proud of these when she developed them. Those glide feet are going to mean on any surface, it literally will move around the table. Now, we will be showing you the turntable later in the show, because you can fit the turntable to the base if you want a full 360-degree movement, okay? Now, each of these wings opens up.
That's brilliant.
And then the great news about these is inside is where you can store all your little dies. Now, I heard somebody wrote into the show earlier and was saying she stores all of her mini dies in here, the little sentiments that she's using all of the time. As we close that in, everything's stored within there. And then also we lift this up, and this is your media stand, Ben. So here's how I'm envisaging you using this, okay? So when we're live here on Crafters TV, you can have your iPad. In fact, Ben, bring your iPad over. Let's show them exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to have me and Ben on the iPad screen, or your tablet, or your phone, or whatever it is. You're going to pop us on. He's coming in here.
Take it out
He's
there
getting
for you.
his iPad. Your iPad's going to sit. You can come in. Going to sit like that.
Look at that.
That's what you're doing inside the studio. That goes on there. Now, the only problem is it's going to run out of juice.
It is going to run out of juice.
It's going to run out of juice, okay? So what you'll see is we've actually done it so that you can run your charger from the side straight through to one of our USB ports.
Boom.
Now, question I get asked a lot. Why is there 3 USB ports? I'm only charging one device.
Why is there 3 USB ports? I'm only charging one device.
Well, funny you should ask, Ben. Right? So what I would say is there are things coming down the pipeline, which I can't talk to you about now. Do not even bully me into telling you, but there will be other devices that work with your G2 that you will want to sub-power from the main machine, okay? Not going to say any more, right? So that's going to be working from there. So you've got that media stand. Thank you very much, good sir.
Thank you so much.
Such a help,
Thank
right?
you. Welcome.
So the media stand is working from there. Now, other things is we've massively upgraded the functionality inside the machine. So the machine is going to operate 21% faster than any of our previous Gemini machines. It's also going to operate quieter. So what you'll find is as it's going through, it's going to be a very quiet purring noise, and that is purely the advancements in technology that have come through as we've developed the new machine. Now, the functionality in the machine, coupled with these amazing new plates, is what's going to give you that kind of enhanced performance as it was. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the plates. We don't have the plates in stock as yet, but they will be live on the website by the time we get to that show tonight. So the team are promising me they'll be going live on our NetSuite system just before the show, okay? Now, these are the smaller plates. You are going to get the large plates included with your Gemini machine. A lot of people like to buy a secondary set of plates. I will also say, just remember, you're going to be competing with the 250,000 people who have a regular Gemini, because these plates are interchangeable with your regular Gemini, and you can use your other Gemini plates in the Gemini 2. So all the plates are exactly the same thickness, they're just slightly different performance, okay? So that is all of our large plates that come included. The small plates, Ben, the difference now, and watch, I can show you here. So if I just put a little set of plates through there, I'm going to take these couple out, right? Now, I don't have a die in here, Ben, but for the first time ever, right, we did have an optical sensor. Sorry, the original Gemini has a mechanical sensor in here. This one has a full-length 9-inch optical sensor. So that sensor is being fully enhanced into the new machine, which means in the past you would always have had to feed your plates through like this. Because we've got the platform now, you don't necessarily want to do that. What you want to be able to do is take your small plates, offer them in at any point into the machine, and know they're going to feed through. So you can see you're working with the smaller size plates, and also notice they've held at the back of the machine.
Yes, that's brilliant.
So you can hear there the motor's cut. They're not going to fall off, they're going to hold at the back of the machine. So if you're off answering the doorbell, making a cup of coffee, Ben, come back through and know those plates will hold there, not drop onto the floor, not lose your dies all over, and they're ready to go. Now, the actual machines themselves, because of that functionality of engaging that optical sensor, we've made the plates white. So it's a different plastic. It's not a case of the different plastic is white. It's a different plastic to the one that we did the original plates with. Let me get an original Gemini plate.
Yeah,
so you can see
compare and
the difference,
contrast.
okay? So it's just a different type of plastic, but then we've had to put the white colourant in so that this will engage the optical sensor. So if you're using your old plates in the new Gemini, you might just want to put a sheet of copy paper in then so it breaks the beam of light.
Gotcha.
That's how it's going to work. So it's not the actual colour, but also this is the way you can tell the difference. You can see that just if I show the two of them, you can see how this one's already been through the rinser a bit. This one's still nice and straight. They've got a 3 times longer life, these new white plates, than the older ones that they had. And it's literally just advancements in the plastic we're able to use, how that works with the sensors. This plate has a 3 times longer shelf life, right? This one here, now I use this a lot, Ben, and this one takes a little, it's frosted with our original Gemini, so when you get the original one, so you are comparing that with this plate here, right? So this is what you were using on your original Gemini. This is the new kind of, still a little bit frosted, but it's a completely different type of plastic. And with this one here, what we're going to do there is this has got a 10 times longer life than the other one. So I used to find with these, because I embossed a lot of tissue paper, because I did a lot of fabric cutting, this is a less dense plastic than what the outer plate is, right? Which means when you have these in a sandwich, this is the one that takes the battering. So this is the one that we further enhanced. You're thinking it's the outer plates that need the enhancements, not with this one, because this will now absorb all of the excess pressure instead of it going into those outer plates. All of this, guys, I'm going to cover a little bit later on the show tonight. I just want to do a cost, kind of the first 20 minutes of Debbie's show, just to let you know what was coming up, because I want you to get your questions in now so that we can answer them live. Are the questions starting to come in, Ben?
Yeah, we're getting a few questions in, and I'll tell you what we will do as well is we will kind of line all of these up. We will make sure that when we hit that show a little bit later on, we've got all of those questions there. I have a feeling we might get some of the same ones, but we'll answer them, and we'll keep answering them as we head through the show as well, because I'm aware that lots of people drop in at different times. Not everyone can watch for the full 2 hours, so we've got the ability then to answer those questions as we head through the show. It's going to be a really exciting show later on. Cannot wait, and as soon as I find out when those items are ready to go, we will let you know. If it happens before 6, we'll let you know. But Sarah, it's going to be a really exciting show later, and thank you so much for popping in.
Yes, I will see you in about 3.5 hours. Look forward to it.
Certainly will. Mwah. Thank you so much. Yes, it's going to be a great show. By the way, we do have a small quantity, of course, of the Gemini 2s available right now in the US, and those are already disappearing. So do make sure you jump in and grab those. And as soon as the plates are ready, as soon as the accessories are ready as well, we will let you know. Do not worry about that. A few hellos coming in because I feel like I've not said hello to anyone yet. So let's say hello to Liz, who says, hello, crafty friend from Aberdeen. Hello, Sarah Brown, who says, hi again, crafty friend. It's now 11 p.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. Hope you guys at Crafters TV got something to eat and refreshments. We did. We are all refreshed and revivified and ready to go. Carletta Morris says, hello everyone from Arkansas. Hello also to Lois, who's in from Ohio. Alicia Gordon says, good morning and greetings from Arkansas. We've also got Lonna Barron in saying good morning. We've got Terry in from Ohio. Oh, rainy in Ohio today. We can rub it in a bit today here because it's lovely outside, hence why everyone's in their summer wear. I'm in my shorts the first time this year as well. Yes. Olga Vasquez Zaki says, hello, Crafty Peeps from Brooklyn, New York. And Gareth in said, a very good afternoon, Debbie and Ben and all the crew. I'm enjoying a mocktail. Now that is the way to go. Thinking of you. Kathy Myers is in from Missouri. Evelyn says, good morning from a beautiful Colorado. Loads of you in. Kathy Lee is in from Central Illinois. Hi to Kathy Myers from Missouri. And Jeffrey says, happy Monday, Lord Ben. And Lady Sarah, we've got Lady Debbie coming in shortly as well, and all the great superstar CTV crew and those here. Karen Carter says, hi all from a very hot and sticky Croydon. I got my G2. Yes, let me know in this show as well who's in the G2 crew. The G2 crew. And we will check you out and name you as we head through the shows. But if you are already in the G2, I like that, George, the G2C, we want your testimonials. We want to know why you love your G2 so much. And for those of you that haven't yet got it, make sure we will give you the opportunity later on to snap yours up. I might have heard something, which I can't say too much more about. I might have heard something in dispatches when it comes to the Gemini 2, which you'll find more out about if you join us for the masterclass a little bit later on. I cannot say too much more now, but I think there's some very, very exciting news coming later on for our US and UK viewers. I'm saying no more than that for now. Lynn's joined us, the hashtag Go Live Granny. Beth Malone's in from upstate New York. Thank you everyone for saying hello. We will see more of Sarah a little bit later on. But we're here for Monday Makers. Monday Makers is all about the Quirky stamps. It's all about these deep border creator card dies as well. These were flying this morning. As a by the by, just as we look at these, we have been very busy. You know, we started doing Monday Makers here and bringing you loads of Monday Mega Deals. 5 we had today. We've now only got 4 left because the glitter markers that we had on a buy 2 get 1, they sold out during Wake Up Call this morning. So if you see something you like, make sure you jump in and grab. These deep border creator card dies were selling very, very quickly individually. I'll tell you, the 2 most popular ones that we had were these 2. So the stylish swirls and also your beautiful Moroccan tile. What you're getting in here in essence is the ability to be able to create loads of different card styles because you've got your detailed inner die, your creator card die with each and every one of these. You've then got the outer die as well for that detailed inner die, giving you that deep border that you're seeing here, and then with each and every one of these you get that frame as well. So lots of different configurations as Debbie was showing you a little bit earlier on, but when you kind of use them together, you've got that beautiful detailed effect just here. You've then got that beautiful deep border and then the frame to go with it as well, which creates you a fantastic card, whether you go portrait or whether you flip that and you use it on the landscape as well. It's entirely up to you, but I always, you know, when we see sets like this, I always kind of think of Debbie and think, you know, is this a one-trick pony? Is it a two-trick pony? This is a many-trick pony. This is a pony with so many tricks, we can't even count them. But you've got all of these goodies in here. So you're going to get your Moroccan tile. As I say, individually, that's one of the most popular that we've got within the collection. Then we've also got your stylish swirls in there too. And again, same thing with this in the fact that you've got that beautiful detailed inner die, you've got the outer die there to allow you to create that amazing deep border, and then that stunning frame as well. Also within the set, by the way, this is the Contemporary Blossoms. If you missed the demo earlier on with this, Debbie actually won demo of the show actually. Go back and watch Wake Up Call from this morning. It was a fantastic card. But what I love about this as well is the fact that it's simplicity, putting these together. Really, really easy to do, but the cards that you can create, the projects that you can make with these, look the absolute business. So again, if you're someone who's brand new to card making, maybe never thought about using a creator card die before, get this set and you will thank us later. That is the third of the 6 that you're getting, the Contemporary Blossom. Then on top of that, this one here is the Garden Lattice. Lots of chats about this one as well, because a few people have been, suggesting that potentially a bit of paper piecing you could do here. Also with this, you could do some of your ribbon threading or paper threading with this as well. And I just love the detail of the frame that you've got around the outside too. So that's 4, which gives you your 12 dies. Then you're going for the Baroque frame as well. And again, look at that, so much detail. Anyone who's into their music as well, can you see like a treble clef drawn in there? I can see that. It's like one of those magic eye pictures. But you've got all the detail of those beautiful swirls in there. And again, think about potentially using these, adding a bit of glitter, some of your gilding flakes. Maybe think about getting, if you've got your foil press recently as well, thinking about getting in on some of that action too. But that is the Baroque frame, which is also included within the bundle. And then you've finally got your English Heritage as well. So that makes up your 18 dies in total right there. And again, that one's stunning for the fact that it's got lots of different sort of floral and foliage effects in it, with that beautiful fan detailed frame around the outside. But all the dies in there to be able to create the detail, the deep border, and then that frame used together looks phenomenal. Use them individually, you've got so much scope and craftability right there. 15% everyone is going to save. Platinum price is £64 or $80. Super excited about this. Hello, Barbara Ari's joined us from Indiana. Sarah Ibbotson says, good morning everyone. Hello from Arkansas. Sean Peacock, hello Sean, says I absolutely love my G2 crew. Says so glad I've got it now. Gareth Dobbs, he's in the G2C. He says I got my G2. I love it. I wasn't going to get it, but glad I did make it. I did makes for cutting and foiling a total pleasure, and doesn't wake anyone up when I can't sleep and craft at 3 a.m. There you go, you see, if you're a secret kind of, through the night crafter, it's perfect. Rosalind Russell joins us from Maryland. Lillian Kwok says, hello everyone from stormy London. Hello Sarah. Hi Ben, is Debbie here? Debbie has just landed. She has just been flown in on a private jet and winched in through. She's landed in, like that, in, she's here. And Shaddai says, good morning Lord Ben and the gang. It's raining cats and dogs here in Ottawa, Canada. I kind of feel like normally you guys are saying the weather's lovely where you are, and we're like, oh, it's miserable outside. Flip, reverse it today. Miserable where you guys are, and it's lovely here. We shall rub it in a bit more. Look, I've got my shorts on. Whee, whee. Yeah, so very nice indeed. It is warm in here. It's hotting up, and the shows are only going to get warmer as we head through this one into the masterclass a little bit later on. As you said, with the G2, get those questions in nice and early, and if we don't manage to talk about them or tackle them in this show, let's save them for the masterclass. Let's save them for Sarah. But get in early. The earlier you get your questions in, the more chance I think we will have of getting them answered. But Sarah's done a quick 20 minutes, and in her place, well, two of my absolute favourites today. I tell you what, I mean, I am spoilt for choice. How are you? You right?
I'm fine. You hijacked my show. I mean, who else could be better to hijack?
You wouldn't let anyone else do it, would you?
I wouldn't let anybody else do it apart from the boss, because she's the nicest lady in the business. She really is.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm really excited now because I get to get my craft on and show you how fabulous these dies are. You've heard me talk about my favourite particular brands within our brand, Creator Cards being right up there at the very top because of that versatility. They are not one-trick pony dies. They offer you so much creativity, and these are the finest ones we have ever done, because they seriously offer so much to you as a crafter. When you want to get something and have different options, these are the ones for you. So you can see straight away, Creator Card absolutely. Create what kind of cards? Any style of card, whether it be a home decor piece, whether it be just a straightforward, I mean, that is stunning. Two colours, that's all that is, and that is absolutely crazy beautiful. But of course you can take these into lots of different styles of cards. Your diorama style of cards, your kind of shaker looking type cards, creating your own card bases. You could do a bit of paper piecing if you wanted to do a bit of paper piecing, a bit of colouring with your colouring mediums. What about using collections? This is from the Roaring 20s, and it's got that Art Deco feel that you said earlier, Ben. You can see it, that Moroccan one.
That's
looks so stunning, black and gold. Look how incredible that looks. What about taking it into your different fancy shapes like your domes, and then doing a little bit of a glass, you know, stained glass window effect? They're absolutely stunning dies. I cannot tell you how fabulous they are without showing you, because honestly, they're just incredible. Absolutely incredible. They really are so fabulous in the terms that we've split them into 3 dies this time. Cuts a beautiful solid frame if you want it to colour a solid frame. Now when I say a solid frame, that could be the card base, that could be your actual card base. You could cut it out twice, you've got this beautiful scallop detail, and then of course the outer cutting edge. The inside doesn't have a raised metal edge, so that's why it creates a solid one. But by splitting these dies up and then adding that in, it will cut a frame out for you as well. So if you love scrapbooking, they're going to be perfect for your pictures with the addition to that die. Now the deep border bit comes into this die, and this is why we've got this deep border. The intricate design is running through the centre, but there's roughly around 1/4 inch all the way around there to create that deep border. And then when you do add that outer die, that frame die, that cuts out solid. That cuts directly in, that cuts it directly out. This is your mats and layers. These are all your different beautiful borders, and I love this style. So I'm going with the garden lattice. I love this one. And I'm going to make a little bit of a shaker card with this, but I'm coming in with some of our luxury gold cardstock. And I'm going to pop that down and cut this time a solid base. So we're going to come in with a little bit of low tack tape. This is the only thing, trying to get, you know, because I saw her, I jacked my show, and I've been doing a bit of filming for her in between as well. I'm like...
you were busy in the break, weren't you?
Busy in the break. I think I had 10 minutes sat down, that's all I had.
Wolfed down your jacket potato.
Just enough time to get hold of my jacket potato.
You think Debbie eats prawn crackers quickly? You should have seen her eat a jacket potato in the break. She had about 5 minutes. You know, like Scooby-Doo when he gets the sandwiches and he goes, yoink, oh, that was Debbie with the jacket potato.
It's a skill, what can I say? It's a skill. And it's the thing in live TV that you learn to do very quickly, because there are times when this happens, when we have full-on days. A lot of people think we just sit and rest and a bit of sunshine outside in between, which would have been nice, but not today.
There's normally a bit of filming, or like you got
There's always something to do, yes.
Right at the end of the show, didn't you? When you were in there like the true pro you are.
Oh, bless you. I went into the gallery to watch you guys at the beginning.
Oh, were you?
It was a bit crammed, I'm not going to lie, because there were some extra people in there.
Yeah.
I did all of them about 3 or 4 minutes in there. I was straight back out because it was very, very warm in there. But looks, that's the thing. You get used to all these kind of things when you're here, don't you?
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Now look how gorgeous that is. Look at that beautiful trellis design running around the outside. That is exquisite, and that's as where I'm going to keep it as a solid base this time. If you saw the earlier show, you'll see that I used the inside frame. However, we're going to use that inside frame now, and I've got a bit of textured blue, navy blue. I'm going with a little bit of a two-way colour theme here, navy and gold. But I'm going to use both of these. But that on its own would just cut directly in. So if you love your makeup, you know, your boxes and things like that, you could absolutely use that. But I'm going to use both of them to cut out that lovely detail, but also that deep border that we're getting as well. Because normally our dies, they only have like a thin border. This time we've got this lovely, bit like a chunky border. I'm going to
I like that. Let's rename them.
Chunky border. Let's
chunky
get
borders.
A chunky border, of course. Dean probably thinking, what's this word chunky? Dean, you'll get used to me. I love a bit of chunky glue, chunky dies.
Yeah, so we've got the 3D Kalal glue, Dean, our 3D glue, which Debbie refers to it as the chunky glue.
The chunky glue.
You know now, don't you, that if you type in chunky in the search bar, it comes up. Do you know also, you know the swivel knife, you call it the wibbly wobbly?
Yes.
If you type in wibbly wobbly...
No.
No.
I was going to say, there's no way that that's happened. You little joker, you, what you like. Could you imagine?
That would be
wibbly
so
wobbly.
funny.
I know, wibbly wobbly. There it is. The craft knife. The swivel craft knife, as it is called.
That's the
official correct name.
Yeah.
I do like to give, it's not that I do like to do it, and I don't do it on a purpose, it's just the fact that sometimes I can't think of the actual word.
No.
So I think of the next best thing, and in my world, it's a descriptive word of what it actually looks like.
What works for you is fine.
Exactly. Now I'm just peeling that away from the die. If you love paper piecing, you could then do this in a different colour and then paper piece those bits back in. Because I got asked a question the other day about our hold and release sheets. They're not in stock at the moment, unfortunately.
No.
What's your alternative? You can use a double-sided adhesive sheet. You can. It's fiddly, but it's got the glow on the back.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is, it's once you've cut them through, those pieces that have got the double-sided stickiness, they're in there ready for you to then take off the backing, and you can take it off while it's in the die and then poke it through and then add it into your pieces. It's a little bit more fiddly than the hold and release sheets, but it's an alternative.
It's an option.
Or you could just literally drop all of those out now. I know how Debbie does this. She drops the die down and to release all those bits, and then you could individually pop those back in if that's what you wanted to do as well. So you've got a different ways of being able to create your paper piecing techniques. Now, you can see straight away that lovely deep border, the beautiful trellis in the centre. What I am going to do is add a little bit of acetate to the back of this, because I'm going to create a little bit of a shaker card with this one. So I'm going to come in with some glue just to stick the acetate to that beautiful filigree design.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with a bit of solid tape around the outside. Oh, you are joking me.
What's the matter?
Every single
That
time.
happens to you all the time.
Every single time I come into this craft room, the tape pen is out of glue. And the only reason I know is because there's nothing on this side and it's all on this side. When you've got a new tape pen, all of your adhesive will be here and nothing this side. Now, there's nothing there, it's all on that side, so it's a bye-bye from me.
I feel like people do that to you on purpose.
I swear they do it on a purpose.
Although you can't blame whoever was in yesterday, because it was you.
No, I can't blame, yeah, exactly. I was going to say I'll blame Sarah, because I swear that came from my bag, that one. But we're not blaming the boss. We don't blame the boss, that's the one thing we don't blame. No.
Don't blame the boss.
No, we're not blaming the boss. Now I'm going to bring your favourite in now.
Ah, yes. Hey!
I like that. That's a good one. A little whistle.
A little whistle.
A little whistle, so as not to annoy anybody.
Hey, I've kind of, calmed down on that a little bit now. I know Debbie Fisher still belts it.
Oh God, she belts it on top of her lungs, doesn't she?
Oh, doesn't she belt it
She
out?
don't half belt it out.
No.
She gives it some right old welly.
If you're gonna sing it nicely, like farm on the road, farm on the road.
A nice thing song. Not our Debbie.
No. Mute.
She does, doesn't she?
Bless her. She gives it a bit of gusto, doesn't she?
She does give it a little bit of gusto. Because I'm going to be making a shaker card, of course we need something that's got a bit of a shaker element. So I've used some of our mixed sequin pack. I love our mixed sequins because they're not just a standard normal sequin. You've got stars in there, you've got circles, you've got those faceted circles as well. So I absolutely love these, and you'll find these ready available in lots of different colours on the website. So you can go and have a little look. I'm just going to pop a little bit of gold on gold.
Okay.
I say a little. This is my
Loads
problem.
of gold on gold.
I do. You do? A lot of too many.
Just as a by the by, if you want more tape pens, if yours has run out like Debbie's had, we've got them available on the show today as well. I think it's a buy three get one on the tape pens. So if you need to stock up, make sure you do it. Buy three, get one free on the Shop the Day, Shop the Show page for you now. 25% saving.
So I've just popped that down. I don't know where I've got this little bit of white from. I think it's, there we go, I'll push it back in. I must have picked something up with my glue. So I'm just going to make sure that the sequins don't drop out anywhere. So I'm sealing the foam all the way around. You can add some wet glue to that as well to make sure you've got a good seal, but you need a good coverage because what you don't want it is to be escaping. I mean, even the gold in the gold looks really luxurious.
It looks amazing.
And then I'm going to bring in, now I've brought in a card base that I've made out of our, do you know our double-sided Centura pearl?
I do.
That's our double-sided Centura pearl, and my measurement on this is 11.5 by 7 3/4, and I've scored it at exactly 5 3/4 to give this base. But I'm going to pop a little bit of the blue in there, so I like to frame things and bring the colours in together. So by adding that blue then enhances the gold, which then enhances the blue again and enhances that gold sequins inside. So it's nice sometimes just to do those two-way colours. It looks really, really lovely. And then you could be using lots of your sentiments. I've steered clear of the normal sentiments that I normally use. And I thought I'd use some other ones up from my crafty stash that you find when you know, around your craft room, as you do. I'm going to come in and add now my shaker style piece to the centre. And I'm going to try and get that nice and centralised before I stick that down. Give it a little bit of a judgment by eye. And look how lovely that's looking already. I'm just going to open that up and seal it down on the other side. There we go. And then I'm just finishing it off with and I say a little sentiment. I've got one of my little, I love my Unky Dories, and I've got a few that time to celebrate, along with a little one. I'm just going to add, where's my foam pads gone? I saw her pinched, no, they're there. Just might say I saw her pinch them, but no, she's not. So I'm going to come in and add a couple of my little foam pads onto the back, like so. And then just create a little bit of a... Now you can call it a monochrome, can't you? Because it's two colours. That's the monochrome. But this time it's with gold and navy. And I'm just going to pop that just into that bottom hand corner. And there you go. You've got yourself a lovely little shaker card using that garden trellis, but in a more classy way. And again, just looks really lovely.
It's
really
like the
beautiful dies.
I don't know, background of some sort of like Shirley Bassey video, you know, when the gold is all like dropping down.
I was thinking though in there? I was thinking about, I'm just going to move that because it's annoying me a little bit. Do you know the dancing couple from the Roaring 20s?
Yes, I do.
Cut them out in glue, cut them out in gold, add them on, bit of the blue as well.
Yeah.
Add them in that bottom corner. Wouldn't that look exquisite as well?
Absolutely.
So think about your collections that you have, think about your papers that you have, think about, you know, your colour scheme, and then use those dyes to their full potential.
Fan-blooming-tastic. We love this collection a lot, don't we? The deep border creator card dies. I'll read a few of your comments coming through about the G2 in just a second. We've got a lot of people in the G2 club, the G2C. But this is the collection that you guys are absolutely loving, the deep border creator card dies. These are very, very popular today. Lots of you going individually, but the majority of people are going for the full collection. The two most popular sets individually are this one here, the beautiful Moroccan tile. I think that is my favourite because, as we said, it can be you know, one that you can use for that kind of Moroccan effect. Works beautifully as well, you know, for those different eras, and works as a fantastic card, maybe for your Halloween projects as well. But you get your frame, you've got your inner creator card detail die, and then of course you've got the outer die, which is the one that gives you that fantastic, deeper, chunkier border as well. Then this is the next one, which is proving popular when it comes individually. So your stylish swirls. And then all these other four, I mean, take your pick on these. If budget allows, get the whole lot because they are really fantastic. You've got your contemporary blossom in here. Fantastic demo with this from Debby a little bit earlier on. You've also got in there this one, which I think is super handy for things like paper piecing, for your ribbon threading, paper threading. Your garden lattice is just screaming to be threaded, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. And then the final two that you've got, I really like that. The Baroque frame, got that really, really beautiful, as I say, almost sort of musical effect to it within the centre there. And then finally, you're going to get the stunning English heritage as well. 18 dies in total. It's a bundle which is £101 actually, $119. If you're platinum, you are at £64 or $80 today. Worth bearing in mind as well that the pick of the day today is proving popular. 24-hour only deal on that one. Double points on the pick of the day as well. Don't forget, here it is in its entirety, in its glory. You're going to get the 2 luxury mirror pads, the 2 12-inch card pads. You're going to get the everyday coloured, and you're also going to get your everyday metallic as well. Beautiful foiled metallic cardstock, and particularly in the metallic one, as I say, you get the matte on the mirror design and the mirror on the matte, and then in the coloured, everyday coloured, I mean, some beautiful designs, beautiful colours. You're going to absolutely love working with that. You get included in there your 12-inch paper handler as well, so you can store all of your cardstock in there, and even better than that, as I say, today it comes with double points because it is the pick of the day, proving very popular, and what should be a £76.89, pretty much $90 bundle, you're getting at £40 if you're platinum, or $46.40. Double points for today only. And if, like Debbie, you're running out of your tape pens, then we've got those available for you as well. 4 of our tape pens, you buy 3, you get 1 free. That's a great price today. Stock up on these. You can multi-order them if you want to. If you're platinum, you are under £10, $9.58. $16.78 if you're shopping in the US and you are a platinum member. As I say, it's not 1 per customer. They stock up on those, as many as you can afford, because they are super usable, super handy to have. Right, we're going to take a short break, give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out. Thank you everyone who's sending in questions about the G2. We'll fire a few more testimonials out in just a few moments time, and the questions that we've got, Susie's doing a fantastic job of collating them all together, and then we're going to fire those at Sarah when we do that masterclass later on this evening. 6 o'clock, don't forget, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. That will be coming your way, and if you've asked a question, we will get it answered. Do not worry about that. But in the meantime, let's enjoy Monday Makers. If you've got stuff in your baskets, get them checked out, and we'll come back in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
what
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special, 100%, it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the lovely comments flying through. My tablet had a bit of a computer says no moment, so I've just got loads of comments just fly through at me. So just read a few of these. For the G2 Club, G2C. I'm in the G2 Club, says Terry. It's a fantastic club. I was spotlighted for the month of June. Betty Weaver says, I'm in the G2C. G2C. I love being able to use it whilst we're watching a movie. Here we go. I love crafting whilst watching a movie without having to pause the movie due to the noise. Yes! Michelle Butler says, I've got my G2C. G2C. Looking forward to unboxing tonight after work. What a great time to unbox. We've got the masterclass, of course, so you can unbox whilst you watch the masterclass. Sarah Ibbotson says, I'm in the G2C. I love how it's so much quieter, the ability to charge my phone and iPad from it, the storage, and haha, I love the colour. And Lynn, our hashtag Go Live Granny says, I'm in the G2C. I wasn't originally convinced I needed it, but so many great features. Why did I doubt it? Well, my grandchildren will be gifted my previous not very old machine. Nice, I love that. You'll be able to find a home for your previous machine or use it alongside. Lynn says, I love my G2. I've been able to cut easily and getting ready to do a baby album for a shower gift, says J. Ellen Morgan. Found out she's having twins. I'll be putting the G2 through its paces. Now, Hannah, you say if you type in chunky, the glue doesn't come up. I feel very gullible. It used to. That is no joke. I know I joke around, but if you type in chunky, it always used to come up. That is not a joke. I'm not pulling your leg. It always used to.
I haven't said it for such a long time. That's what it is. Been using my foam pads and I haven't been using my chunky glue. It's almost like I've retired it, but I haven't.
No.
I haven't at all.
I have just tried it on myself, and you're right. And ask anyone. Well, I'm not pulling your leg. It used to come up because we used to laugh about it, didn't we?
Because I didn't believe you until I did it myself, and I was like, "Oh my God, it does!" But no.
Maybe it's out of stock. Maybe that's maybe that's why it's not coming up. But it 100% used to, Hannah. So we're not joking around here. It 100% used to. If you put in wibbly wobbly, that doesn't come up. That doesn't come up. But chunky absolutely used to. Ask anyone. And loads of love. I've only just seen it. Loads of love coming through for that last card as well. Stunning card. Lovely card, says Barbara. Rhonda says lovely card. Gorgeous card. Thank you, Debbie, says Lois. And Sian says stunning, amongst loads of others coming through. And Polly Newsom, my G2 is beautiful, quiet, precise. Love the supply compartments, and it's so pretty on my craft table as well. We are keeping eyes peeled. As soon as we know when everything is loaded onto the system, we will let you know. It could happen in this show. It could be a little bit longer. I honestly don't know the answer to the question, but as soon as those plates, the big ones, the small ones, the turntable, the Gemini 2 small machines potentially, we'll let you know as soon as they go live. As soon as I know, I will let you know. In the meantime, though, let's have a look at these quirky sentiments because these have proved popular. Lots of you have loved these. We did have another one that came within this set, actually, which was the Somebody Loves You, but that is sold out, so we've reconfigured the collection. It is now a 7-piece set for £19.20 if you're platinum, or $28, which is great value for money. In my little mind there, that works out about £2.50 per stamp, which again is great value for money, and they're really fun. A lot of chat earlier on about using these for not just your cards, but we had suggestions of using these for fridge magnets. I threw out the idea of potentially using these for coasters, which a lot of you liked, home decor pieces, but they're really just fantastic sentiments for all sorts of fun occasions. This one we love. Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud? I think we can think of a lot of people who that would be particularly brilliant for. You've then got this one. This would be nice as a little, like a hanger that you could put in the kitchen or something. You know, if you could put it onto some MDF potentially and have it as a little home decor piece. I think that would look great. All guests must be approved by the dog. Then you've got this one, because if you've got dogs, you've got to have cats, haven't we? So life is better with a cat. Debbie did a fantastic project with this a little bit earlier on. This, I just love the fact that the words are shaped to work beautifully with the outlines to create the actual cat itself, which I think is a brilliant design. Then you've got this one, fun. Families are like fudge, mostly sweet, with a few nuts. Who are the nuts in your family? Who are the nuts in your family? I'm saying nothing. And if the thing is...
I'm going to say my family, Casey.
Casey.
My niece, yeah, she's 18, she's nuts as hell. Honestly, she's crackers. Absolute crackers. Love her to bits. We are very much alike, though, so if I'm calling her that, we're always getting into trouble, me and her. Always getting into trouble.
You're not nuts, are you?
Oh, no, of course I'm not. No, not me.
And the thing is, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't think of any nuts in my family, then it's you.
Yes,
You're the
exactly.
One. Smile, life is beautiful, nice and positive and uplifting, that sentiment. I love that one. This one we absolutely 100% love. I love you to the moon and back. Gorgeous sentiment, that, and I love that beautiful stamp moon with all the stars in there as well. And then finally, Lord, give me coffee to change the things that I can change, and wine to accept the things I can't. It is a 7-piece, was 8-piece, but now 7-piece set. We've adjusted the price to reflect that, so that is £19.20, $28 for that full collection. Again, if you want to go individually, you can. A few more quick hellos. Hi, Pamela, who's joined us from Stevenage in Hertfordshire. Monday Maker slightly early today if you have just joined us. We are back with the masterclass with the Gemini 2 at 6 tonight with Sarah. And Chrissy Mahoney says, good morning. Yep, the hours I work the last few days reflect how I'm feeling right now. JT, on the bright side, I have today and tomorrow off. Crafting time. Boom. Let's have a look. Oh, look at Debbie's all lined up and she's got everything lined up over there. They look very organised.
Oh, well, get me, eh? Normally, well, you've got to be organised, haven't you?
Have
you? Yes, you have. You have, definitely. Are you ready to have a little look at these gorgeous stamps?
Yes, please.
I love it. I'm actually going to incorporate, though, something else that we've got on. I've had to change this up slightly because I was going to use something that's gone. So I've changed it up to the Pigment Inkpads. But it doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. I love Pigment Inkpads, so that I've got a few lined up here because I'm going to create a little bit of a background. But I'm just going to cut myself a little shape out using one of our nesting dies and, of course, using our fantabulous machine.
Yes.
And I've just transferred them to some little dinky plates that I'm just shoving it all in there. I'm not even having to turn them on the side anymore because I can just pop them in, which I just think, oh my God, I've put my order in. I've said I need to get my hands on some. So I'm putting my order in there, Ben, just in case, because obviously I'm leaving at 4 o'clock later.
What?
I know, but the boss just coming back in. So...
You're not going to stay around and sit on
well,
the sofa?
Oh, I could do. Yeah. I could do. But no, I'm
feed your grapes in between.
Feed my grapes in between. It's that warm. No, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to have my windows wide open. I'm going to have the air blowing through the air. Blowing through the air. I'm going to blast my tunes out and then I'm going to get myself down there and then I'm going to go and see my little grandkids. Because I'm going to Bristol for a few days, so I'm not going to see them. So I'm going to go and see my eldest daughter and have a couple of days in the glorious sunshine. Think it's hot up here.
Yeah.
It's like Mediterranean down there.
Get to the the seaside down there as well.
Yes, we're going to go now. We're going to go pay a visit to the beach.
Beauty.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I am going to use some of our beautiful pigment ink pads. Now, I am going to do a little bit of heat embossing technique, but I do want to show you why they're such a versatile ink pad, because they are perfect for blending as well as heat embossing, which I think we sometimes forget about. So I'm going to use a little bit of fuchsia, and I'm going to pop that into the middle, and I'm just going to add a little bit into the centre of my little circle. And then I'm going to add in now another colour. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of parakeet. Let's go in with a little bit of parakeet on the, and I say the outer side, but again, just showing you that you can blend these really beautifully. They're very smooth and they've got this lovely, easy transition between the two. And I can go back in and add a little bit more into there as well. And look how it turns that into that gorgeous pinky purple colour.
I love that.
I love these. Honestly, I tell you, I could use these till, they're just divine, absolutely divine. So I'm going to come in, and again, I'm going to add a little bit more, because we do forget that we can blend with these. We don't always have to heat set them, although it is a nice technique. And I actually might be doing that in a second.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring in my midnight as well. So I'm going to bring in the midnight and go around the outside. And a little bit of this goes a very long way.
It does.
And again, they're still water-based, so even though it's a pigment-based ink, they're still water-based, so you can do some other little techniques with them as well. I'm just going to try and, because I'm very warm and I'm conscious, I'm lifting colour, so I'm just going to...
I feel like I need to come over there and like fan you with a big leaf or something.
Honestly, it's it's so hot. And we've got the doors open now, because the guys outside have got the air conditioning on, so we're hoping some of that transfers into this room, because it's lovely when it's warm. It really is. I know we're very good at complaining about it being cold all the time.
No. Here's the thing.
Oh, go on then.
It's lovely when it's warm when you're outside in the sunshine.
Yeah.
It's not lovely when it's warm and you're
inside working.
Inside sweating, is it? That's when it's not particularly great. I did not sleep. Did you find it hard to sleep last night? That's what I did.
Very
not
hard,
sleep
yeah.
last
And
night. Wow.
I didn't want to sleep with the window up, because I'm a little bit of a... I'm okay when I'm at home, but when I'm anywhere else, I don't like sleeping with window open. I know that sounds bizarre, but...
Bugs?
Well, not so much bugs.
Oh,
I think I'm scared. I think I've watched too many crime films and things like that. I think that's my problem. I keep thinking burglars are going to come in and they're going to come and grab me and things like that in the middle of the night. And because I was in the house on my own...
Why do you leave your window open?
You what, love?
Why do you leave your window open?
Well, that's the thing. At home, I've got security latches, so that I open it up and I can have it open and it's okay. And I feel safe. There's no security latches, so I don't. And I keep thinking someone's going to get up in the middle of the night, climb up some ladders, come in and do all sorts. So I start panicking. So that's why I won't sleep with windows open when I'm anywhere else. So I had a fan on and I was on top of my bed with this fan blowing away, and I still couldn't sleep. I was up and down.
The milk tray man's never going to come and visit you if you don't leave the window open. Give me that advert. All because the lady loves milk tray.
I think it's this overactive imagination that thinks all sorts of terrible things is going to happen, when in reality nothing probably would. But it's just the way the old brain works. Now I'm going to do also a little bit of technique with this, because that is, and it's still wet. The other thing about our pigment inks is it's perfect for heat embossing because it doesn't dry very quickly, so it's a slow drying ink, so it does mean that you can add things to it like your heat embossing powders. But it also means you could do techniques like, I'm going to add some drops. You could do it with water because it will react with water. But what also it will do is react with, and I wouldn't be without my pure white. I'm just going to add a little bit of white onto the counter. And then I'm going to take a little brush, go in, and then do a little bit of splashing. It gives it a really nice ethereal, that's the right word?
That is the right word, yeah.
Ethereal look by splashing over the top with the white and letting that dry. Literally, it's so warm in here, it's instantly drying. Have you seen it? That's how hot it is. It's like drying instantly over the top. But I'm just going to keep adding a little bit into there, and it really does create something really lovely. So again, let me just keep going until I'm happy with the result. And I can start to see all of that reacting. It's so lovely. And then I'm going to add on the top, I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing technique, because of course this is all about the Quirky.
Yeah.
We're going to go in with Quirky. I'm splashing, it's splashing all over me, Ben. I can see little white dots on me chest here.
Have you sat on there?
I'm thinking it's splashing upwards. I was like, it's because I'm giving it a good old flick. Oh, God. Oh. Flicked in front of my eyeball there.
What are you like?
The counter. Oh dear, but I'm happy with that, so I'm going to leave it as it is just for the time being, but I'm going to wipe all that up before I start stamping anything else, and come on in there. Now again, we're going to take our lovely stamped background, sorry, inky background, and we're going to stamp over the top of it. Now I have got one that's completely dry, but I did use a different set of nesting dies. Do you know how scalloped ones?
Yeah.
That's our scalloped ones. I say scallops. Do you know the lovely, oh, what did they call it now? The tone. It was the tone circle. Do you know where it looks like you've torn round the edges? That's what I did with that one, but that's completely dry. Of course, I could at this stage dry that off either naturally or with a heat tool, but I'm going to just attach that to my, I've got to get it right way around. Oh, do you know what I've gone and done?
What have you done?
I've gone and used my inky thing into my water that I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Sake.
Do you want my water? I've not
Honestly,
touched it yet.
I do it all the time.
You can have mine.
Thank you, Ben, because I needed some water to cool me down. Normally, you know me, I'm a cherry Pepsi girl. Have you seen the new Pepsi? Mango flavoured. Oh my God, mango flavoured. Oh, Dean, I'm serious. I posted it on my little socials last night. I'm begging and hoping that it stays a permanent fixture. Thank you. Can I just make sure I have a drink?
Can I just say,
Yes,
this is
my
like
lovely.
another planet over here.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's really nice. Yeah, that's what you do. Get your thing, go like that, and then you waft it up. Keeps you nice and cool, ladies. Nice and cool. What are you doing?
Can't believe you got a full-on fan. I realise how hot I am over here now. We'll swap over. Next demo you can do over this side.
Oh dear. Ben, I love you.
I love you too.
So I'm going to use, very aptly, I love you to the moon and back. Absolutely adore this. It's just glorious. So I'm going to go over now my background. So I'm going to use my black one this time. My black. Do we have black in the bundle?
Yeah, in one of them we do.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I'm going to come in and use that entire black over the entirety of the stamp, and I'm actually going to use a little bit of the clear embossing powder for this stage, just to give that really a lovely and I tell you what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to clean this, because at the minute you're thinking, where's that stamp gone? Because it has disappeared, but we'll use the cleaning stamping platform. Yes. Yeah. The cleaning. It's called the cleaning solution. Is it the cleaning solution?
Yes,
and the cleaning
solution.
stamping platform as well. Yes. Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that down. You can see now straight away just how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure though I've got it everywhere. So again, I'm just going to cover it always. Always remember when you're using your platform, it goes directly over the tops because you don't want any ghosting. No. What I'm then going to do is bring in the clear embossing powder over the top, and then we'll heat set that as well. So I've got my little piece. Just pop that down. And it just looks exquisite when you use all of these together. Now, this bit is important. You know that background that I told you to dry?
Oh, yes.
If you haven't let it dry fully or heat set it first to dry it off, you will end up with a bit of a blobby mess. So make sure your background is thoroughly dry before you do this stage. So give it a good little coverage with your heat tool.
Yeah.
And then I'll come in and pop that back because I don't trust myself. Not after this morning.
Nearly an accident earlier, wasn't there?
I did have an accident this morning,
Yeah.
yes. It went all over the counter, so I'm not going to make sure that's all covered up. And then I'm going to now heat set that. Now, is my tool? Yes, it is. There we go. Let me just give that a little blast. There we go. Oh, no. I'm not plugged in. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It's because we've moved from one studio to the other. That's what it is, Ben. So I'm all plugged in. And I'm just going to get this set. Our Tracy, God love her, she's fetched us a cuppa. My nana used to say to me, on a warm day, if you drink a warm drink, it cools you down.
Yes.
So our Tracy has got us a nice warm drink, and I'm going to see if it puts it to the test. Because did you hear that one, Tracy? It's an old, I would call it an old wives' tale,
No, it's
but
what we used to
apparently
say
it's
back
true.
in the day, wasn't it? Drink a cup of tea when it's warm,
Yes.
then it makes you sweat, which cools you down.
Is that what it does?
Apparently.
I did wonder if that's a true thing, because my nan always used to say to me, Debbie, when you're warm, drink something warm and it will cool you down. Right, I'm just going to heat set this now. So at the moment, look what happens.
Look. That's
this
magic.
technique is just divine. I love heat embossing, and you can do this so easily with our opaque pigment ink pads, and you get that lovely enamelled embossed feature. Now, we did mention about doing double embossing and triple embossing, which you can do. I'm quite happy with that one. I like that, so I'm going to keep it at the one. If you want to do the double and embossing technique with our opaque pigment ink pads, you're not going to restamp it. It's not a case of restamping it. It's a case of making sure that's nice and warm, because the warmer it is, the wetter it stays.
Yep.
You can then add the powder back on to do a 2 embossing or a 3 embossing, so you can triple emboss if you want to do. I like this technique of the lovely, it's almost like a tangerine satsuma kind of feel to it, but I like that, so I'm going to keep that as it is. I'm just going to bring in our metallic marker, because I'm going to add a little bit of dimension to it, and I want it on my thin end, because there's a dual tipped one with this. I'm just checking, I've got the right one. Let me just make sure though that this is working, because I never did, because it is very warm in here. I just want to make sure, because I'm going to add a little bit of dimension. I think it's that warm in here, Ben. This has dried up. So, I know what's wrong with it. Do you know what's wrong with it? It's been
stored upside down.
It's been left upside down. That's the problem with these markers. They need to be
stored horizontally.
Level.
Yeah.
And when I say level, they need to be on there so that the ink that's inside the barrel is evenly dispersed.
Yeah.
Not if you tip it upside down and store it this way, it'd be all down this side and nothing up that end, which is what I think this has been. So I'm going to pop this one. Let's see if this is... That's better. That one's fine. So I'm just adding a little bit of a shadow, because obviously this is the moon. So I'm just adding a little bit of a shadow around the edge of the moon. And that's just giving it that little bit of extra dimension. And then I'm going to do the same around the words as well. So on the eye, I'm only going on one side as well. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not going to do the whole. I'm just going down as though the light is hitting this end. So it's all of this side, so you can see that it's just the inside parts of it.
Yeah.
And then the same with that one. I'm going to come in a little bit and just do it down the T. And shall we go with the... Yeah, we'll do it down that side. And then I'm going to just continue to do that. Now, have we got any of these metallic markers? Because I remember seeing these yesterday.
I don't think we've got them on the show, but we have had them... we have had them recently. I think they are in stock, is the answer to your question. Just a question as well from Vanessa. So obviously we've seen you do this effect with your opaque pigment ink pads.
Yep.
Vanessa wants to know, can I do this with my other ink pads? Are there any other ink pads you can do this technique with?
Duet.
Right.
Our Duet ink pads.
Yep.
Our Midas ink pads. You can do it with the Midas ink pads as well. The Duets. Let me think. Midas, Duet, Pigment.
Yeah.
You won't be able to do it with any of the others. The water reactive isn't sticky enough. It doesn't dry instantly, but it's not sticky enough to be able to do that. So the pigment and the Midas pigment, then that will hold any of your clear embossing powders over the top.
And quick dries too quick.
Quick dries too quick. There's not a chance. Not a chance that you're going to do it with a quick dry. It's a quick dry for a reason. So I'm quite happy with that, because it looks like the shadow's just dropping down just onto there. So I'm going to keep that as it is. And then I'm going to bring in my card base. Now, I did use the same card base, so I used the same set of nesting dies, the torn circular ones. We did them in circle, we did them in a square, and I think we did them in a rectangle, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I have got a massive collection of nesting dies, because I've often said this, as a crafter we should have nesting dies of standard shapes, decoratives, and we've done many in our ranges. And I love the tone one because it's so uneven. I just think it looks absolutely fab. So that's what I did with this one, and I created a base by hanging it over the edge, and then popped a little score line into the centre, and then created the same size for a mat that sits over the top. But the problem and I said the problem is just that you've got to match it up.
Yeah.
Because it's torn, you've got to do a little bit of manoeuvring until you get it into the right spot. So it's just about looking down on the right bit. So I'm just going to put the glue on this side. I'll do all my little mats and layers first. So I'm going to get all of these on.
Okay. Loving this stamp, says Lynn Morton. We'll recap on the full collection for you in just a second so you can see everything you're going to get. Good morning from Florida, says Carolyn Wilson. You two always make my day better. Well, thank you. That's lovely to hear. Laurel says, lol. Crafting better over a cooling vent, like Marilyn Monroe. She is like the Marilyn Monroe of craft over there, isn't she, Debbie? Absolutely. And Gareth says, gosh, you are so naughty. No, I mean, we muck about a bit, Debbie and I. But I tell you what, like, she's got it cool over there. I think Debbie's working hard, but you should come and stand this side. I can't believe we've still got some of the blokes here wandering around with their trousers on. I mean, most of them are wearing shorts today.
John and Dean today. John and Dean. Everyone else has got shorts on, but John and Dean, they've got full-on trousers. They must be roasting.
Yeah.
You must be roasting, John.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought so, because it
hot and easy, says.
You can come and have a little waft under my fan if you want, John, at any time. Yeah.
Do you want to go and have a waft under the fan over there, John, just to cool down, or he's gone?
He's off.
You don't fancy a waft under your fan, no?
I sometimes don't think before I open mouth. But you know what? Anybody can come under here and have a little waft if they want, because it's just keeping you nice and cool. I mean here. Without the fan. Look at your face. I meant at the fan then. Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting warmer by the minute now.
It's gone a little bit warm in here. Oh, poor Dean. They should have warned him before.
I know. Dean's in the producer chair today. I don't know if he's going to be back after this show today. I tell you what. Gee whiz.
So I'm just popping that onto the top, and then I'm going to add now. I need a little bit of what I call you've heard me refer to this before as a flopper stopper. Just stopping it from flopping over.
Yes.
So I've cut myself a couple of little stars.
Yep.
I'm going to put one of my little stars just onto the top. Now then, what did I do with me? There it is. Let me just go and grab this glue for a second. My tacky glue. So I'm going to put my tacky glue, and just going to put one of my stars just over this side. Let me bring in Pokey and pick up.
Yeah.
There we go. So pop my star just there. These two though, I need them to be raised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of foam. I'm going to use this smaller foam on a roll just because I can cut this down to size, because I don't want too big for this. But I need it to be raised because of course, to stop your card from flopping over, it needs to be slightly elevated. So foam pads are absolutely brilliant for this, as is the chunky glue. Now, it's very warm in here today, so I'm not even going to risk it for a biscuit with the chunky glue. Make sure you're storing your 3D Collage glue in a cool place. The current temperatures that we're experiencing in the UK at the moment, your glues, make sure they're in a cool place, because the heat can affect the glue consistency. So
your chunky glue would take longer to set than in this heat, is that what you're saying?
It'll probably dry very quickly. What I'm saying is, in your tube, it's got to be...
Sorry, dry quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so just be careful. So I probably would use a foam pad at this stage, but I'm just going to add a couple of stars to give it that little bit of elevated lift and stop my card from falling over. And then, again, these lovely quirky stamps. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. This one is it's quirky in the terms of it's got that lovely moon around and the words.
Yeah.
So it's a really lovely one, but it's a heartfelt one, this one. And there you go, you've got yourself, and use some of your nesting dies, use some of your things that you have like already in your crafty stash, like your stars, and then your papers as well. That paper is from the Violet Studios range. You know, that lovely astrology one.
Astrology, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And there you go. use your pigment ink pads, get your pens out, your metallic pens, create a little bit of a shadow there, but just looks absolutely beautiful. And don't forget, heat set your fabulous pigment ink pads.
Loves that, absolutely love that. We'll recap on the bundle for you. Thank you, Lillian. It says, Ben, I thought you meant the guys should just be wandering about in their undies. No, what I mean is Dean and John have come in their trousers, their pants for our US viewers, and the majority of the rest of us, me, Johnny, George, Liam, Brent, we've all got the old shorts on today, see, because we knew what was coming. Thank goodness. Tracy says, oh, goodness, it's so hot here. I'm just sweating and I'm doing nothing. I know the feeling. I mean, not that I'm doing nothing, obviously. I'm working very, very hard. Gareth says, I do love how naughty Ben and Debbie are. Naughty? Naughty? Naughty. And Cindy says, good morning, Ben, Debbie and crew and crafty peeps from the Lake Ozarks, Missouri. I'm loving the show. We're still keeping an eye. I'm watching all the time. I'm refreshing on the web to see when the G2 goodies go live. I will let you know as soon as I do see that they go live. In the moment, though, you can still get these stamps if you want to grab them. All 7 of these. There was an 8th. The bunny one is sold out because people are buying these individually as well. But the bundle's the way to go. So you can get a great saving of over 10% on these, less your club inspired discounts. So for platinum, $19, $20 or $28. Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud? All guests must be approved by the dog. Life is better with a cat. Aww. Families are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. Smile. Life is beautiful. You've got the one that you've just seen Debbie pop that card together with as well. I love you to the moon and back. And lastly in the set is the Lord give me coffee to change the things that I can and wine to accept the things I can't. Love that card, says Betty Weaver. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Debbie, says Lynn Morton. Lois says such a pretty card. I love it. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie, for such a lovely card, says Gareth Dobbs. There's a lot of thanks to that. I like this. And Rhonda says John has long pants on because he rides a motorcycle. Yes. Can you not ride a motorcycle? I suppose it's not advisable to ride a motorcycle with your shorts on, is it? And I suppose if you're riding a motorcycle, you have to have all of the, what do they call it? Like this, like the old skid gear, isn't it? In case you fall off. Yeah, not shorts. Pamela says, fab card again, Debbie. And Karen Wells-Sorrell says, what a creative card. Now, if you are potentially like Vanessa and you're wondering how to do that effect of the heat embossing, double heat embossing, triple heat embossing, maybe you need to get your hands on some of our opaque pigment ink pads. So we've got like 4 mini bundles, and 1 big bundle. This big bundle is 10 different colours. So let's take you through this. It's a 30% saving today, which is great. So it should be, what, £60, $90, you're £40, $60, £32 or $48 if you're platinum. Colours you're going to get. Great for your blending techniques as well, but for embossing, can't go wrong. Grasshopper, crushed velvet, pink tulip, all of the different colours of your pinks in here as well. Fuchsia, plum jam. What's that, George? Want me to get back one?
Don't encourage him, George.
Do George, do George. Plum jam. Then we've got all of your yellows. So straw bale. Love the lemon tonic. Also love the honey pot. And then a couple of blues. Oasis. And parakeet. £32, $48. That is the big bundle of 10 if you want to go that way. 30% saving there. We've then got a selection, now here's the thing, these are all jumbled up, of the warm reds. Where? Oh, there it is. I was looking at that one, lemon tonic on the top, and thinking, well, that's not a red, it's this bundle here. Thanks, Dean, good job, you're on the ball. This is a set of 5, so warm reds collection with a couple of others thrown in as well. For, you know, comparison, you've got the lemon tonic in this one, you've got honey pot, you've got the gorgeous orange. The Chinese red is just about, I think, one of my absolute favourites when it comes to the colours that we do in our Harmony ink pads. That is just a stunner of a colour. And then you've got your Bordeaux in there as well. So that's your warm reds. Buy 4, get 1 free. I said you buy 4, you get 1 free. $19.17 or $28.77 is the price on that one. Next up is the pretty pinks. Well, it must be this one. Fuchsia. No, I'm not doing it again, George. People will start moaning. I don't want to become too predictable. Pink tulip. And then you've got your pale fig in there as well, plus really lovely selection of different shades here, plum jam, and then your crushed velvet in there. So once again, 5 colours, pay for 4, get the 5th for free. That is £19.17 again, or £28.77. Next up is the Calming Cools. Could do with them in here today, couldn't we? I tell you what, some Calming Cools. Spring Meadow and Grasshopper, so 2 like contrasting greens which are going to work beautifully together. Then when it comes to the cools, you've got the baby blue, ocean blue. What I wouldn't give right now to just dip me toes in the ocean. Oh, it'd be so nice. And then midnight as well. So all of those are included in your Calming Cools, 1917 or 28.77. My favourite collection, I think, of these is the last one, which is entitled your Chic Neutrals. This is the one with 2 of the ink pads that I don't see that often, one of which being the jet black. We just don't seem to see that often at all. So you've got that included alongside your white, another one which I don't think we see that often bundled up together. So those 2 are perfect to be using alongside your smoked puddle, sandstorm, and then your Friar Brown. Once again, that price, $19.17 or $28.77. Grab these whilst you can. What a creative card, says Karen, and Karen also says, you 2 are so funny. That's what makes Crafters TV so much fun to watch. We get so much information as well as the entertainment. I love everyone at Crafters TV. Well, we love you guys as well, and hopefully you guys love the fun, you love the education, you love the hashtag bants which we bring to you, but more importantly than that, all of the great deals as well. We are keeping everything crossed. We are waiting for the green light on the Gemini 2 goodies. Stand by. As soon as I know that the goodies are live, you will be the very first to know. But in the meantime, check out these deals from the Monday Makers show. Remember the Monday Mega deals as well. Those are a 24-hour only deal, so if you'd like to look at those, snap them up. One of the 5 is already sold out. We'll have a look at those in just a bit, and we'll come back with some more demos as well. But right now, head to the checkouts.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away. We're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What does
how
she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Karen says, oh yes, I've already read this one. I won't read it again because it makes it sound like we're really, really funny when we're just sort of like mildly amusing. And thank you as well, by the way, you know, I like a game of Scrabble, and a few of you have found me over on the, is it called Scrabble Go, I think the app's called. I'm on this like app, and so I play against a few of you. My two regular opponents are Christine Mahoney and Lillian Kwok. I don't know why this has just started now. Hey Ben, are you preparing yourself to lose again and me pulling ahead in the leadership board on the Scrabble? Lol, says Christine. I seem to remember, Christine, weren't you like miles ahead, and then I won like about 5 games on the trot? Just letting you get back ahead again, because I don't want to win another one because you'll probably stop playing against me. So, you know, just balancing it out. And Lillian says, oh, I'm not going to read that one out. Lillian says our current game is some score to her. I'm not reading that one, Lillian. I can't read it. Oh, it's been deleted. And Tammy says, please say thank you to Debbie for the stamping show yesterday. She helped me so much to get a crisp stamp because I almost gave up, says Tammy.
Yeah, you see that, and the thing was, I was like that once. Definitely was like that once, and it's all about that learning process, and I learned that tip from someone else, and that's what enabled me to get better results with stamping. So I'm so pleased. That's what the whole ethos about those shows was. It's about using things that you have in your stash already, things that you probably weren't using either for whatever host of reasons. So it's been really lovely that you've taken inspiration from every single day that we brought those shows. So thank you very much for that lovely feedback. It's always nice to hear as well. And it makes us feel better because it means that we know that you're getting the most out of your stash just as much as we want you to.
Yeah.
We don't just want you to buy absolutely everything. That's not what it's all about. It's about what you do with those things, what you do with your stash once you've got it, and making the most of it. So thank you for that lovely message in.
Let's have a look at some of your Monday mega deals. Now, we normally have one of these, but in recent times we've had 2, 3, 4, 5 today. Felt like Ted Rogers then for a second. 5 today. One's already sold out. The glitter markers is gone. The ones that we have got left and available are these, the aqua pens. So you're going to get, this is an incredible buy, right? All 4 sets of aqua pens, so 4 12 pieces, 48 pens in total. If you're a platinum member today, this works out that you are paying £1 per pen. And now, I don't even think the same as me, but don't you think that's a little bit ridiculous? That is unbelievable value for money for these artist quality water-based markers, dual tipped of course. You've got your ultra fine nib and your gorgeous brush nib in a whole variety of colours. And just showing you here, this one is your florals, right? This is one of the sets that you're going to get, and this shows you the 12 colours that you're getting. 12 colours, yes, but then with each of the 12 colours, once you've activated these, if you like, with your water, you've got all of the different shades of each of the colours, and then think about mixing some of the colours up to create different colours. So yes, in essence, 48 pens, but how many different colours? That's a question I'm not prepared to answer because it's loads. So for that price, incredible. If you've ever wanted to try the aqua markers, today's the day. If you bought them previously and you need to stock up, because yes, these are consumables, what a day to be able to do it. So the first one I showed you was your florals, but then you've got your nature as well. So this is a lot more of your sort of oranges and browns, you've got sort of tan colours and blues in there and greens, thinking of like your backgrounds, I suppose, here, isn't it, with this particular set. Again, all of these colours, all of these different shades of colour, and then mix and match these up to create your own colours. Then you're going to get the beautiful primaries in here as well. So again, your reds, your yellows, your blues in there, some beautiful purples and magentas and violets in there too. And then lastly, within this incredible deal, you can understand why this is a Monday mega deal only here for 24 hours, because it's not the kind of thing that we could really keep on for too long. You're going to get the amazing essentials as well. So this is things like peach and spice. There's a gorgeous terracotta there, some tans and chocolates. There's a beautiful sepia. You've got your blacks in there. You've also got limes, olive, moss, slate. It's a lovely combination of colours that you can really get very creative with, because remember, these are all those beautiful water-based markers for an incredible price. 24 hours only. That's what the Monday Mega Deals are all about, so grab those whilst you can. That's one of 4 that we have got available. We've also got available for you an Essentials Tool collection. This comes with free luxury card as well. It's the gorgeous luxury red cardstock that we're giving you here too. This is the cardstock that you're getting for free is the set where you get 10 sheets of our amazing glitter card, 10 sheets of the mirror card, 10 sheets of the amazing matte mirror card. I mean, I don't know why we seem to keep giving this away for free in bundles. It's like some of the best cardstock that we do, and we give it to you for free. I mean, don't you worry about that, because basically you're going to buy the edge crimper, you're going to buy our 30 centimetre ruler with a metal edge, which works perfectly with your knives, even the wibbly wobbly one. You've also got your precision tweezers in there too, so 4 sets of tweezers, and then you've got your 4x4 stamping platform. So again, for those of you that were watching Debbie yesterday on her Craft Your Stash show, stamping masterclass if you like, maybe you haven't got a stamping platform, that's a great way to pick one up at a stunning price, £18.14 or $32.58. It's the cardstock that you're going to get for free, and that's worth a tenner. Incredible value for money. That's Monday Mega Deal number 2. Monday Mega Deal number 3 is a set of your foam pads. You are getting 104 foam pads. Let's count them. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, I was going to say, I read that wrong. 1,040 foam pads. 320. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to really. No, here. No. Here's the thing. You pay for 1,040, don't you? And then you get another 1,040 for free. Yeah. So so it's actually 2,080 foam pads you're going to receive, plus, if you like the little storage that we've got here, the zip storage, and you're thinking that'd be quite handy if we gave you that as well. You get that within the set too. So you get 2,080 foam pads, and you've got the storage case included in there as well. £10.38 or $17.54. That is Monday Mega Deal numero 3. And then last but by no means least, I believe there is one more Monday Mega Deal to show you, which we can show you in picture form, which is your Centura Pearl card and envelope selection. Oh yeah, these we don't see very often. These are the little Centura Pearl cards, aren't they, that you've got in the metallic rose gold, metallic silver and Snow White. They also come with the envelopes for you as well, plus you're going to get embellishments from the Roaring Twenties collection. You've got those beautiful dewdrops from the Say It With Style collection as well, which you can take your markers to as well and colour those in. Plus you're going to get some of that gorgeous ribbon from the Delightful Daisies collection. That is another incredible buy. Wow, I have no idea which one of those Monday mega deals you might want to go for. If budget allows, get them all. £20 or $28 for that final Monday mega deal. Just bear in mind that we had 5, one has already sold out. As people begin to wake up across the globe, I have a feeling more of those will begin to go. If you decide that you like them though, do make sure you pick those up, because all 4 of those Monday mega deals will not be here tomorrow, whether they're sold out or time is up. Linda says, I have just ordered extra plates for my Gemini 2 and the double-sided plates. I love my Gemini 2, so smooth, quiet, and I love that I can watch the craft-alongs and have my iPad off my crafting area. I have all the Gemini machines, so had to have the new Gemini 2. Anything with Crafter's Companion's name on it is great, and I have it all. We are still working very quickly, as quick as we can, to get those plate bundles together for you with the storage bags and the 360 turntable and that amazing die storage panel as well. That is all going to be with you very, very shortly indeed. Masterclass coming your way in just over 2 hours time with Sarah on the Gemini 2. I know Susie's working very hard behind the scenes. Loads of you have already asked questions. We're compiling them. Susie's going to send me a full list so that when we get to the show, I'll have them all there and I can go through them with Sarah. We get all of your questions answered. That's not to say that you can't ask any more during the show, but we'll work through the ones that we've already got to get started. Right, I've just looked at the clock. I cannot believe we have 20 minutes left on the show.
I know.
Where on earth has that time gone? You know what they say? Time flies.
When you're having
fun.
Exactly.
Or if you're Kermit the Frog, time's fun when you're having flies.
Time's fun when you're having
flies.
I thought you said frogs.
No, flies. Because he's a frog.
Flies. I get it. Oops.
I don't know why I bother. Quirky sentiments. These are busy today. Biz. I'll quickly fire through these again for you, because you saw them not too long ago. 7 you're going to get in total. 10% off, £19.20 or $28. If you're in the UK and you're a Platinum member, that works out about $230, $240 a stamp. Crazy, that isn't it?
Crazy value for money.
So you've got in here. Sorry, did I just roll my eyes out loud? All guests must be approved by the dog. Life is better with a cat. Go back and watch Wake Up Call this morning for a fab demo with that beautiful stamp. Families are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. I love your little smile. Life is beautiful. I love you to the moon and back. And then, Lord, give me coffee to change the thing that I can change, and wine to accept the things I can't. £19.20 or $28 for that collection, which is still available but proving very popular. Are you doing your final demo with the deep borders? Should we have a look at your demo? Then I feel like I've been chatting for about 40 minutes, and then I'll recap on the full bundle.
Well, you know, they say, you know, what is it, that patience is a virtue, or something like that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm fine. You have a little break. I'll show you my little take on these. Now, I do love the contemporary blossom, so I'm going to go back to that one and show you again why they're such a versatile set of dies that you need in your life, whether you're going for one or taking advantage of that fantastic deal with the entire set of the 6. But it's not just 6 dies. There's 3 in each one.
Yeah.
And these are lovely, great big dies. So I have got a bit of our Solar Gold Centura Pearl. I've also got a couple of pieces of multi-purpose cardstock. What I'm going to do first of all is, you saw me create a solid piece with this one, but I'm actually going to use, because you've got the separate dies, I'm going to cut myself a little frame out first of all with this one. Again, absolutely beautiful. There's lovely elements in this. In most of those borders that you can actually do some paper piecing with as well. And and I'm going to talk about a little bit of paper piecing in a second. I'm just going to run that through my Gemini 2. Are you ready for that masterclass? Oh, it's going to be amazing. I wish I was hanging around, I'm not going to lie, because I adore this machine. Sarah knows, because I get really excited, and she was like, oh my God, Debbie, but I can't contain myself, because I do genuinely mean it when I say, in terms of a machine that does absolutely everything for you every single time, regardless of what dye you're using. For me, it's easy to get passionate about something when I genuinely mean it. I've been crafting for a long time, and I often have said this with regards to the original Gemini as well. I wish I'd have had it the first time I started into the world of die cutting, because it's an absolutely fabulous machine. Performance, precision cut and power every single time. Oh my God, these are so super cute.
Keep them.
Keep them. Don't be, put them shakers in your shaker card.
Piece them back in.
Paper piece them back into a different colour if you want to do that as well. But that beautiful detail on that border is exquisite. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm going to come back and use that at a later point, but what I'm going to do now is cut into my style of cards. I'm going with a diorama card with this one. Okay. So I've got 2 pieces of cardstock. Now, normally you can do dioramas, 2 pieces that are the same with the same score lines in, but I'm having what I call a flat back piece, which is this one, and the card, I took it from EA3, this one, because it's 8.5 inches by 10. That's going to be the back part. This particular piece measured at 11.5 by 8.5, but I scored it at 2 and then 2 3/4 on both sides to create that dimension of the it's like a stage. Yeah. It's like a little stage. Because I want to pop this into the centre of there. So if I just tuck that underneath for a second and then centralise it, I always do it by eye, but literally pop that in now, and we'll run that through. Let me just make sure I've got that taped down both sides. And then we're going to pop that back into our Gemini and run that through our die cutting machine. Oh my God, it's this. It's quiet. Shh. So quiet. And it's fast. It's faster. Oh, we think it's around the 24% faster. You counted it early, didn't you? You said it were about 10, 11 seconds?
It was about 11 seconds, but then you
said
left it on the
left
edge
it.
for a bit, so we left about 9 seconds, 9, 10 seconds.
Yeah, we need to do that counting, don't we? And check that count, because it is absolutely incredible. Now, this die itself is the die that cuts out, let me see if I can grab my pokey tool, that cuts out the intricate detail without adding a frame or cut it. It stays connected into your cardstock, basically. And all of those dies, each one of those designs does exactly the same. That middle decorative panel cuts out into your cardstock, and then you've got the additional dies to add the frame, to add the cut-out piece, so that you could do little bits of shadow drops behind the back, or there's just so many different ways that you can use these. So I'm going to come in now and do a little bit of, I was saying it this morning, but I'm feeling in a very pokey mood today.
Oh yeah, feeling pokey.
It's not like me. Must be this heat.
Maybe.
Poking out all my little pieces.
I find it very satisfying.
I know you do. You've said so in the past, haven't you?
Yeah.
You love this
I mean, you've got your die brush if you want, but
you can, or you can just, don't know what it is. I mean, normally I'm not. You know me. I've told you many a time. I hate it. I just think, but today I've just felt like it.
Yeah.
But doesn't it show you that power again of that machine? One die cut pass, and look at all the level of detail that we've created in that one pass, that beautiful, beautiful feature. Now, what you can do at this stage then is add a little bit of acetate to the back. Now, I've added a piece that fits the full solid piece. I'm just going to get rid of that little piece that I can see. You always think you've got all your bits out, and then you see a little stray.
One little straggler.
One little stray straggly bit that you think, get out. You're
it's
not
like
staying in.
when you used to do the washing up back in the day. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have a dishwasher, you know, nowadays, I can't remember the last time I did any washing up, but when you usually do the washing up, you'd think you'd done all the washing up, you'd tip the water out, and there'd always be a teaspoon in the bottom.
Always.
Always a teaspoon.
Always a teaspoon.
Yeah.
It's always the teaspoon, isn't it?
Always.
It's not anything else, it's always the teaspoon.
Always a teaspoon.
Now, I'm just going to peel the backing off now that I've got that in, because there was a carrier sheet, so I left it on right up until that very last stage. So, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of what I call paper piecing now.
Yeah.
So, if I just turn that around, I had to write top on the top of my thing there. So, I've run this through onto, and we were talking about it earlier, the hold and release sheet, and then run the die through again, just this die, peeled back, and then just took elements out of it. You can do it onto things like you know, your adhesive sheets as well if you want. There's lots of options that you can do with this, but it's just to quickly show you about dropping in little sections and doing a little bit of paper piecing. And because it's a double-sided adhesive sheet, it means I don't have to add any glue because it's already there. If you're using the hold and release, you have to add a little bit of glue into there because it's only a tacky backing. It's not a sticky backing where it'll stay forever in there. So you do need to be mindful of that when you are using the hold and release sheets. Drop a little bit of tacky glue. If you're using the double-sided adhesive ones, yes, it's a bit faffy, but I'm not having to mess about with glue. It's just I'm just picking it up with a poker tool. You could use your tweezers if you want to. There's no faff involved at all. It's just a case of popping it in, and this is why I popped it onto the backing sheets that I've got here. You can do it with your Xyron as well. So your Xyron could do that because it's an adhesive backing as well. But you can see straight off just how fabulous it looks. It really is a lovely technique.
And a great reminder as well, I don't know if anyone else ever needs this, because I've done a bit of paper piecing in my time, and you always think to yourself, you've got to do the whole lot. Well, I do.
No.
But it's nice, isn't it, just to kind of just do a little bit as an accent, you know, like here, just doing a few of the little petals, a few of the flowers.
Exactly, just a few.
Less
I'll
is
just
more.
focus one. Yeah, you don't have to do the whole lot. Sometimes it's just about giving that little accent to the die cut. And then again, on this one, I'm just going to show you, I'll continue that in a minute, but I'm just going to take a little bit of our ink and then maybe ink in between, so perhaps do one here, one here, one here, and then just ink up the rest so that you're not having to do the whole lot of it, because that's when it could get a little bit, you know, you could get a little bit too, I suppose it depends on who you're doing it for. So I'll show you mine, the one that I finished. That's just showing you how to do that, but that's exactly what I've done. I've had to write on the top because I know what I'm like. I can take that off in a second, but I'll show you what I've done. So I've just done the paper piecing on that flower, this one and this one. I've added the ink, as you're just showing you, into just some, and then I'm leaving it rest. I'm going to leave the rest. I'm not going to bother with it. Now, to create the frame, and we did have the frame from earlier, I actually wanted to add a little bit of paper from our wildlife. Wait a minute, our wildflowers. However, I did use the die to create the aperture. Good. So I measured a 1/4 inch. So if you think about in terms of the style of the card here, that actually measures 6 inches by 8.5. So my background piece and the wildflower, I took down 1/4 inch for both, and then use the die to create the aperture so it sits in the centre. So I'm going to just pop that in.
Can I just throw a spanner in the works here as well?
Yes.
I'm thinking we need to do 2 votes in the last 9 minutes.
We're doing what?
We need to do 2 votes, because later on it's going to be all on the Gemini 2, isn't it? So we
Lord
need to do
heaven.
your vote for demo of the day as well.
Give me a second. It won't take me long to do this now. It won't take me long, so we should be okay.
Oh, we'll do it later, apparently.
Yeah, because we've only got 2 to vote then for today, haven't we? Because if there's only 2, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm then going to bring this back in so it frames it and just gives it that nice little added detail. But it's absolutely fine, Ben. We'll be okay. I can do it.
All good.
We're all good. We're not going to panic.
We're going to do the
doing
votes for demo of the
socials?
day later, apparently.
Are we doing it later?
We're doing it later. We've just been decided. We might need a bit of time, you know, because I think Sarah's going to be so super excited tonight. We might need a little bit of chill time.
A bit of what time?
A bit of chill time. Yeah, in between. Giving Sarah a bit of a rest, because I know she is going to be. I don't think she's going to be doing any full demos later on, is she? I don't think so. You never know.
I was going to say, if it's a technique base, I know Sarah. She just wants to show you just how fabulous that machine is.
And answer the questions.
And answer all the questions, yeah, because it's a masterclass, isn't it? And, yeah. So I reckon that she probably, potentially, if she does anything.
Yeah, there'll be lots of cutting, won't it? Different materials. And,
yeah, absolutely.
You know,
So I'm just just popping on my little panels. I've got me self, in fact I'm not going to bother with the inside panels. I'm just going to bring back in my square piece and I'm going to attach some of the wildflower paper to the back to give it a little bit of definition and a little contrast into the colour, just on the inside. And then now I'm going to put my glue just onto the inside tabs, so let's pop that down. There we go. And I'm going to just attach one to this flat end. Just try and get that nice, and I'm trying not to rush now because we've only got that little bit of time. It'll be okay, we'll be fine, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure, because I've got a bit of wiggle time. I'm just going to attach the other side to the other straight edge. Oh, well, that worked out perfectly.
That is amazing.
Did that by eye, didn't I? That were a cracker, that one. I couldn't have done that again if I tried. But again, it just creates this lovely little stage and this lovely little aperture, and then that hint of colour behind the back. And then, do you know what I'm just going to finish that off with?
Come on.
I'm going to finish it off with a sentiment.
Okay.
I've gone with an happy anniversary for this one.
I can see that.
I like to make different kinds of styles of cards, not just necessarily always birthdays. Wait a minute, let me get me bow. Forget me bow. Bow, sentiment, bow. Oh, yeah, there. Let's go in the bottom. Let's go and add that to the top. And then I'm just going to flatten that down so I can make sure that's stuck down. And maybe then just add one or two, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to bother. Add one or two gems, but I'm going to keep it nice and the paper piecing, the ink, the beautiful papers. And I'll tell you, like I always do, I choose my paper first and then my colour theme. So the pink and the gold is why I used pink and goldish colours to enhance those gorgeous colours of the papers. And there you go.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful dies that create a multiple, I said earlier, hundreds of different styles of cards, because that's exactly what they do, these. They're incredible dies. They're my favourite creator card dies we've ever brought to you. And that's a big, bold statement because I love creator cards, full stop. But these, in terms of versatility and creativity, are the ones to go for because look at the price on the screen.
I know.
That's a lot of metal for your money.
Yeah, shall we get the vote lined up and then I'll take everyone through all of the designs.
Yes.
So you vote for your favourite card, demo the showtime. I believe there are 3 to choose from.
Not bad going, that, actually, because I lost 20 minutes in my show because I was hijacked.
Nearly half an hour by the time I stopped writing on.
I know. But by the time you stopped talking as well, yes. Right, so number 1, you can talk as much as you want, Ben, I'll listen to you all day long. Number 1, we started with the shaker two-toned colour.
I like that
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was our little Quirky.
Yeah, that's nice. It's cute. It's cute.
Love you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
And then number 3 is our final creator card using the diorama Contemporary Blossom. So 3, look at this, I've gone like big, dinky,
dinky,
and in between. So 1, 2 or 3, you decide.
You've got 2 minutes, quick as you can, vote now, and we will do the vote for the demo of the day later on. Just in case, I suppose, Sarah does a demo. I'm kind of sure that she won't. It'll be a lot of practical stuff with the Gemini 2, but you never know. But like we said, a nice way to break up that show later on and get your vote in. But if you've got the deep border creator card dies, you've seen these used to their full potential. Go back and watch Wake Up Call for more demos with these as well. If you want to go individually on these, yes, of course you can do. However, the best value for money is to go for the full collection. Loads of you, by the way, have loved that last card. Love the card. Brenda says stunning. Lois says beautiful. Lynn says beautiful. Lovely says Michelle. Lovely and unique says Cindy Conley. I like the card, Debbie says Linda. Thank you, Debbie says Lynn. Very elegant card. If you want to be able to recreate it, you will need this set, this fantastic set of dies. Remember, it's a 3-piece set within each collection, giving you your 18 elements in total. Your frame, your inner detail of that creator card, and then the outer frame, which gives you that detailed, big, deep border effect. And there's some really fantastic designs, as you've seen, screaming to be paper piece. The Moroccan tile, individually, very, very popular. Also proving really popular is the stylish swirls, as Craig would say, swirly polly. That one. But again, isn't it nice that you've got all of the detail in the frame? then that beautiful deep border, and then the detail within the actual creator card itself. So those two, all of these you can get individually, but you get them within the bundle, and here's all 6. So that one is the beautiful Contemporary Blossom, and again, absolutely stunning for adding just a little bit of colour to. You've got all of the detail there in the outer frame as well. Really, really gorgeous. Next up, again, how cool is this one? That garden lattice. A bit of paper piecing maybe, a bit of threading if you wanted to do that as well. But again, pass all of these through, one pass wonder, to create this wonderful effect. Amazing. You've then also got in here your Baroque frame. That one, again, I just absolutely love that. It's almost a little bit... It's a little bit abstract as well, isn't it? The way all of those like swirls have been developed, and how incredible to think that that is created from a piece of metal. I mean, again, just appreciate how much our team work on these and put these dies together to allow you, with one pass, to be able to create that effect. Quite simply stunning. And then last but by no means least is that beautiful English heritage. It is 18 dies in total, normally £101, $119, £64 or $80 if you are platinum today. We are almost there, just waiting on the result for the demo of the show. Let me remind you that tonight we have got the Gemini 2 Masterclass. We are keeping everything crossed. We are keeping everything crossed that by that time we will have all of those plate bundles available for you. The big plate bundles, the small plate bundles, the accessories bundle, which will bring you your turntable, which you can attach to the bottom of your machine, and of course that magnetic stand too. That will be available for you as well. Plus, I can't say too much, but if you haven't got a machine and you're here in the UK, not saying any more than that. Tune in, watch this space. It's coming up for you very, very shortly. Now, by one vote.
By one vote?
The winner is... Just waiting for it to come through. Three!
Oh, I was just cleaning there. 3. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
When are you back?
I'm now, would you believe, hashtag slacker, I'm going on holiday again. I'm not really going on holiday. I'm looking after my grandkids because their mummy and daddy are going away. So I have got full control of Sapphire and Ezra for 4 days, so I can't wait to get my hands on them. But I have got a few things lined up before I do that. So yeah, I'll be back. I think it's, I want to say around the 20-something. So I'll be back then. Okay. So thank you very much for having me. I've loved it. Last couple of days have been amazing. Thank you so much.
We will look forward to seeing you then. I'll see you in a couple of hours for that masterclass. You wouldn't want to miss it. Me and Sarah will see you at 6. Bye for now.